The Galactic Council had catalogued over 12,000 intelligent species. Of those, only 300 had reached interstellar capability. And of those, only 72 had survived first contact with the Imperium of Vol. Humanity was not expected to be the 73rd. "They are primitive," hissed High Executor Cyrix, his translucent crest pulsing faintly under the chamber lights. The hollow screen shimmered, displaying a blue-green world, Earth. "Yet they have achieved faster-than-light travel," one observer noted. "Crude, inefficient, dangerous, they tear holes in space like savages digging through stone." A pause. Then, quietly, "Shall we proceed with subjugation?" The chamber agreed. They always did. The first Vol fleet entered the Sol system with absolute confidence. Why wouldn't they? Every species before humanity had done the same thing when faced with overwhelming force. They surrendered. Humanity did not. The transmission was simple. No embellishment, no diplomatic padding, just a single message broadcast across all frequencies. "Leave, now." The Vol commander replayed it twice, incredulous. "Is this defiance?" he asked. "It appears so," replied the AI construct beside him. The commander let out a low, amused rumble. "Send them the demonstration." Mars burned first, not destroyed, but scarred. Orbital strikes carved glowing trenches across its surface, a warning etched in fire. A message followed: "Kneel, and your home world will be spared." Silence. For exactly 6 minutes. Then Earth replied, "We said leave." The Vol commander's amusement vanished. Exterminate orbital defenses, prepare planetary pacification. The battle for Earth began, and immediately something was wrong. "They're adapting," said the AI. The commander leaned forward. "Impossible. No species adapts this quickly. Human ships, inelegant, mismatched, some barely holding together, moved with reckless precision. They didn't fight like a unified fleet. They fought like individuals, unpredictable, chaotic, effective." A Vol cruiser exploded, torn apart by what looked like a collision maneuver. "Did they just ram us?" the commander demanded. "Yes." "But that destroys their own vessel." "Yes." The commander stared at the battlefield. "Why would they—" Another explosion cut him off. The humans didn't retreat. They didn't regroup. They charged, over and over again. Intercepted human communications flooded the Vol systems. "Hold the line. For Earth, do not let them reach the surface. Buy time. Just buy time." "Time for what?" the commander muttered. The answer came 12 minutes later. A signal burst from Earth, not a surrender, not a plea, a beacon. Across the galaxy, it was heard. "Unknown transmission detected," the AI reported. "Source: Earth. Content." The AI hesitated, a rare glitch. "A call for help." The commander laughed. "No one will come." But someone did. First, a single ship dropped out of FTL, then 5, then 50. "They're not Vol," the AI said.
I can see that. The ships were mismatched, different designs, different species, enemies, rivals, empires that had warred for centuries. And they all opened fire on the Vol fleet. "What is this?" the commander demanded. The AI processed rapidly. "They are responding to the human signal. Why? Unclear." On a nearby frequency, a translation came through. "They helped us when no one else would." Another, "They fed our people during the famine." And another, "They stood between us and annihilation." The commander felt something unfamiliar, uncertainty. "Humans," the AI said slowly, "have made allies." "That is not how the galaxy works," the commander whispered. And yet, there they were, fighting for humanity. The tide began to turn. For the first time in recorded history, the Imperium of Vol was losing.
Retreat was never an option. Not for the Imperium of Vol. Not ever. "Deploy the annihilation protocols," High Executor Cyrix commanded from across the stars. "If we cannot rule this system, we will erase it." The order reached the fleet commander. His mandibles tightened. "Prepare the stellar ignition array." The AI paused. "That will destroy the star." "Yes." "All planets will be lost." "Yes." "Especially those not resisting." The commander's voice hardened. "Especially those not resisting." The array began to charge. Back on Earth, alarms screamed across every continent. "What are they doing?" someone shouted. The answer came from a trembling astrophysicist. "They're going to detonate the sun." Panic spread. For the first time, humanity hesitated. And then something remarkable happened. They didn't stop fighting. "If we're going down," one pilot said over an open channel, "we're taking them with us." "Copy that. No regrets. Never." The Allied fleet surged forward, throwing everything they had at the Vol array. It wasn't enough. The countdown continued. 3 minutes to ignition, the AI announced. The commander watched the battlefield. Humans were still charging, still fighting, still refusing to kneel. "Why?" he asked, almost to himself. "They cannot win." The AI processed the data, then answered. "They are not trying to win." The commander frowned. "Then what are they doing?" "Buying time." For what? The answer came in the final minute. Space itself fractured. A new fleet emerged. Not dozens, not hundreds, thousands. Every species the humans had ever touched, every civilization they had ever helped, every world that owed them something. They had all come. "This is impossible," the commander whispered. The AI corrected him. "No, this is humanity." The new fleet didn't hesitate. They targeted the stellar array directly. Wave after wave of ships slammed into it, weapons overloaded, hull after hull shattered. But the array faltered. 30 seconds, the AI announced. The commander watched the battlefield. Humans were still charging, still fighting, still refusing to kneel.
Why? He asked, almost to himself. They cannot win. My comrade, the commander said into the intercom, I would like to change my order. The AI paused. This deviation from protocol is unprecedented. I understand that, the commander replied, his tone firm, but hinting at a newfound respect. I wish to open negotiations. The AI's images flickered uncertainly. On what terms? We are offering time, the commander said. Time for them to teach us what they are. Of what benefit? The understanding of endurance, the commander said, his voice softening. A victory won by force fades. A peace earned through understanding endures, and tells us why they are not winning. They are not trying to win. Are you suggesting they are inviting defeat? No, the commander replied. They are offering a chance to change our ways. The AI paused. I will open a channel immediately. The commander nodded, his gaze fixed on the distant human fleet. This is not a defeat, he said. It is a beginning of something else. The AI processed. Agreed. The order was sent. The array powered down. Across the battlefield, something shifted. The Val fleet began to withdraw. No one pursued. Human ships, battered and broken, simply stopped. A transmission was sent from the Val flagship. This time it was not a threat. What are you? The commander asked. The reply came from Earth. Not from a government, not from a leader, but from a single voice. We're human. The commander waited. That tells me nothing, he said. There was a pause. Then the voice returned. It tells you everything. Silence filled the void. For the first time in their history, the Imperium of Val left a world unconquered. And in the records of the Galactic Council, a new classification was created. Humanity. Status: unconquerable. Reason: they do not stand alone.